Today, we're going to slow things down a bit and dive into a really beautiful philosophical short story. It's a tale that kind of asks us to flip our whole perspective on its head and to find some incredible power in the smallest of creatures. So imagine this, a world that isn't all about us. It's a place where the real magic isn't about strength or speed, but about things like memory, connection, and the quiet wisdom of creatures we usually just walk right past. This is the world of the Snail of Time. So who's the hero in a universe like this? You might think a warrior, maybe a king? Nope. It's a snail. A very, very special snail with a mission that holds the fate of, well, pretty much everything in the balance. Let's meet her. This is Lumina, and her shell, it's not just for protection. It actually glows like a tiny galaxy. And that's because it literally stores the memories of everything she touches. They replay like little echoes of the past. So she doesn't just see the world, she feels its entire history. Now, her mission is a big one. Lumina has to find the lost core of memory. You can think of it like the universe's hard drive. It holds the collective consciousness of all life. If it disappears, everything just unravels. So yeah, no pressure on our tiny, slow-moving hero. And this is where things get really interesting. See, in our world, we're all about speed, right? Faster's always better. But in Lumina's world, that's completely flipped around. Slowness is actually a kind of superpower. I mean, think about it. When you move fast, you're just skimming the surface. You miss all the little details, all the quiet connections between things. But when you move slowly, you have the time to really observe, to see how it all fits together. You go from just looking at things to actually understanding them. And this is a thought straight from Lumina herself. She's not apologizing for her pace, she's owning it. It's a declaration of strength. That steady, unhurried way of moving is exactly what gives her the clarity she needs for this quest. It is her power. All right, so every hero's journey has its trials, and Lumina's first big obstacle isn't some monster she has to fight. It's an inner demon she has to face. She has to cross the river of memory. Just take a second and really think about that. If you had to face a river filled with every memory you've ever pushed away or forgotten, what would you see? Joy? Regret? Pain? Well, that's exactly the challenge Lumina is staring down right now. You see, this river actually flows backwards in time. Its waters force you to relive your deepest, most painful moments, the ones you thought were long gone. For Lumina, this means experiencing the loss of a dear friend all over again, a memory so sharp it could just stop her cold. But she doesn't have to face it alone. Her journey here has these 3 key steps. First, she confronts her past. Then, she gets help from a new friend, a stoic steel crab, who literally forms a bridge with his own body for her to cross. And together, they face the guardian of this river, which is a shadow made of forgetfulness itself. So after facing all that pain from her past, Lumina's journey takes a turn. She ends up in a place of pure joy, the forest of laughter. But the lesson she learns here is, well, it's a bit of a mind-bender. Seriously, picture this place. A forest where every single leaf has soaked up a moment of happiness, a laugh from long, long ago. The air itself just shimmers with joy. And it's here that she meets the dream butterflies, these incredible creatures that speak in riddles. And this is their message. It's a total contradiction, right? To get the ultimate prize, the core of memory, she has to let go of a memory she cherishes. But the butterflies promise her this isn't about loss. It's about transformation, a sacrifice she has to make to gain a much deeper understanding. So, now she's armed with the courage to face her past and the wisdom to know when to let go. Lumina finally arrives at her final challenge, and this isn't a test of strength, it's a test of pure insight. And it comes from the story's main villain. The shadow of oblivion, this entity that wants to erase all memory, stands in her way, and it gives her one last hurdle, a riddle. The answer can't be rushed. It can only be found with the kind of wisdom that Lumina has been building up this entire slow and steady journey. So, what do you think? What's the answer? As Lumina thinks, she reflects on her whole journey, on the pain she's faced and the hope that keeps her moving forward. The answer is the future. It's something we all have but can never actually see. It's always with us, but we only really understand it by looking back at our memories. It's what we're always moving toward. And in that one moment, it all clicks. Lumina finally understands. She does what the butterflies told her she must. She releases that painful memory of her lost friend, not to forget her, but to free herself from the pain that was holding her back. And that one act of letting go is what saves the core of memory and makes the shadow of oblivion just dissolve. So, the universe is saved. But what does this beautiful little story really leave us with? What's the big takeaway from Lumina's incredible, unhurried adventure? Well, the story's philosophy is really about how we experience time itself. It's telling us that by slowing down, we can appreciate all our memories, the good and the bad, not as burdens, but as the roots that keep us grounded. It's through these deep connections to our past that we find real meaning in our present and learn how to build our future. In the end, Lumina learns that her quest wasn't just about finding some magical thing. It was about understanding the value in every single moment, every connection, every memory. And that process of understanding, it never really ends. Which leaves us with one final thought. If your entire life, all your experiences and memories, formed a galaxy on your own shell, what would it look like? Which stars would shine the brightest? And what journey are they guiding you on?